Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another book review. Today I will be reviewing Dead Sky by Tammy, last name Hoag. Okay, so you see in front, if your friends are as deadly as your enemies, where do you turn? This is the back. I'm going to turn it around and read it because I can't read it. It was a crime so brutal it changed the lives of even the most hardened homicide cops. The Hodge family murders left a scar on the community that nothing can erase, but everyone agrees convicting the alleged killer would be a start. Then Judge Carrie Moore rules the previous convictions are inadmissible in court, causing a public outcry and putting the judge in grave danger. When Moore is attacked, Detectives Sam Kovac and Nikki Leska are called in to investigate and keep the judge from further harm. But when Moore is abducted, snatched out of her bed, even as the cops sit outside watching her house, Kovac and Liska are faced with a list of suspects, including the stepson of a murder victim and a rogue cop, where no one is who they seem and everyone is guilty of something. I'll show you this again. Okay. So, let's get this book review started. Oh, guys, hit that like button, subscribe, comment below if you like see me on camera, or if not, if you just want me to go back to showing the book. I'm with that. Also, share the video so other people can find out about this book, because it is really good. Also, I'm going to show you more. Here's some more titles of her. Now, I believe I got this book either at the thrift store near me, Goodwill, or a library book sale. I am not 100% sure. I have book haul videos. If you stumble upon it, you're like, hey, that's where you found it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Because my thrift store, my library book sales, I've been having some great books. I was like, oh, Lord. Like, I bought 3 bags of books from my last library book sale. And I'm tempted to go back to another one. And my husband's like, don't you do it. And I'm like, don't you do it. With your car parts. Anyway. So, I'm going to give this book 3.8. Because I will say this, it was slow in the beginning. I don't know if it's just because I'm in kind of like a reading lull and everything's slow to me. But I will say the last third act of this book, I was like, I'm not going to bed. I need to read it. So, the book is about Judge Moore and how she's residing over this case, and it is a murder case. And let me tell you something. If you can't handle certain topics, don't pick this book up. This book should have had a trigger warning. Did it have a trigger warning? I don't see a trigger warning. Doesn't mean that it doesn't have one. But yeah. I didn't see a trigger warning on this, so I'm assuming it didn't have one. It should. Just because it's dealing with murder and certain other aspects that some people are not cool with. So the judge is dealing with the case, and she's got a defendant who has questionable past behavior, and she's like, I can't let you use this. It's not admissible. None of his previous crimes have been violent. And everyone's like you know from being a prosecutor that his behavior is escalating. And she's like, I agree, but you can't use it. So everyone is pissed. And when I mean everyone, I mean everyone. Because in their mind, they think they got the murderer. So, you come to know that Judge Moore didn't use this because she really was like, okay, do I think he's guilty? Yes. But it's not proven. And if this information is allowed to be used in court, it could get the whole case thrown out. That's where I got where her mind's coming from. Because in the book, she's like, yeah, I think he did it. But right is right, the law is law. So through the book, these 2 detectives are interviewing everybody. And you find out the judge's home life is not what it appears to be. Her and her husband don't mess with each other. He is living a whole double life that is shady as... Let me just say, me and her husband, if he was my husband, we would be tussling. And no. I really hope that another book is made about this judge, because I want to know what happens with her husband, because it kind of left that up in the air. But I'm a reader. I fall in love with side characters all the time. it's a problem. So the book, and that's just basically what the book's about them trying to figure out who the murderer is. Now, well, I will say, I figured out who the murderer was. I had a really good idea throughout the whole book. Every once in a while, they would throw something there like, well, maybe it's not the person I'm thinking of. And you really did. Let me tell you something. This crime got solved by an accident. By a straight accident. An act of compassion. And that's how they found out who the real murderer was. Sorry, my dog just had puppies and she's barking at everything. Like any noise. She's like, nope, you're not messing with my puppies. Anyway. And I was like, you know what? I wonder how many cases get solved just by pure accident. Just by stumbling across a little piece of evidence. Because you know it's more than just a little bit. But anyway, if you're looking for a little mystery crime action, I would definitely recommend this. And like I said, guys, in the comments below, let me know if you've read any other books by her. Share the video so other people can find about her. And I hope everyone has a good day. And please let me know if you want to see my face some more or you just want this. Either way, it's up to you. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Bye.